Right, we have to make the rope today. Oh no. Let's see how far we get. Hello, Bingus. Welcome to the stream. All right kick was the forbidden combination. Do not call me daddy. Like Stardew Valley, big into Stardew Valley lately. Never played it, but I don't like Harvest Moon, so I probably wouldn't like Stardew Valley either. Hello, Soli. Interesting new name. Lumalis. Hello, Franklin Delano Bluth. What a fucking name. That's a mouthful. Good evening, Franklin Delano Bluth. I do UV map levels, yes. If I did not UV map the levels, they would look awful. Hello, did ads? See with the old or new Yoshi design? I have no idea. What's the difference? So off stream, I implemented some stick optimizations again. I think I am pretty much close to finishing all my engine changes that I want now. There really is not much missing. Just Cortana animations, which is just me mostly like a drag and drop in code, and the OS, and then the geo arrays, which I should be able to get done like tomorrow or so. So Overworld or the OP story one? I have no preference. They're both great. So I'm very much looking forward to the engine just being done, because when the engine is done, that means we are no longer gonna break our old stuff all the time, which is great news. Also today I spent most of the day removing almost all the unused Mario 64 code, all the unused behaviors. So that no one can claim I am using Mario 64 code or distributing it or whatever. That looks nice. Damn it. Why damn it? You wanted to claim that I'm using Mario 64 code? I foiled your plan. Hello, Benjamin. Stuffing 64 code? Hopefully never. You made a spelling error. You need to atone for your sins. Go directly to jail. Wow, why does it look so terrible? Wow, why does it look so terrible? Oh. Oh, I think I see why. There we go. Hello, Selton XD. Hello, Calcite and the Lion. Hello, hello. For some reason, these last few days I felt really low energy. I don't know what it is. Maybe the sun is killing me. Hello, Samitizer. I haven't seen you in chat in a while. You were pinging me last time while I was streaming, so I couldn't respond. I forgot what your question was. I would have answered, but I wasn't able to. Oh yeah, dude, the weather's killing me. Sea of Stars OST? I am fine with that OST. We do need an OST for today. Let's do it. Are you trying to create a rope? I'm not just trying, dude. I'm fucking succeeding. Yeah, they changed the hotkeys. Oh no, maybe I'm not succeeding. How do you subdivide? But in previous years, it seemed to imply you only need one bone for a build, one model. Referral requires 2 bones. No, it only requires 1 bone. It's always 1 bone. You must be doing something weird if you need 2 bones. I don't know who told you that you need 2 bones. That's just wrong. You have 203 bones. How many of those do you need though? But just use 1 build one for a part of a model. The build one part stays still when the object rotates. At least it's off-center from the center of the object. Yes. Well, that depends on how you want to do it, right? If you want it to be billboarded with an offset, there's a way to do that. It should just work, right? If you look at the billboard comments, let's see. GeoProcess billboard. Yeah, see, it takes a translation in, so it shouldn't stay still. You must have done something wrong. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give this whole thing the alpha transition that Bioback was talking about. It's gonna make it look like the rope is coming in as the whole thing unfurls. And it's gonna look really good. I'm not sure how you even got it to stay still. If you just offset the bone, then the whole thing should be billboarded. I don't know, I would have to see your armature to be able to tell you what's wrong. So does the command with an offset, but the offset doesn't rotate with the object, it just stays in the same place, offset from the center. Wait, you think about this. So does the command with an offset? The offset doesn't rotate with the object. Oh, so like the offset happens first and then the billboard matrix happens? No, that doesn't check out to me from the code here. Right, this just rotates and keeps the offset the same. Maybe you're trying to do something wrong. I think you're thinking about this wrong. I can imagine what's going on is that you have a billboarded part that you always want to face the camera. But you also want that part to, how do you describe it? Like you want it to rotate with the object, or you want it to rotate with the billboard itself. So you would have to offset the model data and not the bone. And chancing, well, that depends, right? Are you performance sensitive or not? Because if you're not performance sensitive, then yes, it does not matter. Like if I look at my drug Mario hack, which is very much not performance sensitive, I do similarly inefficient stuff all the time. Just because it doesn't matter. How much would be clean on Blender? Well, you can only have it one way or the other. You can have it fast, or you can do it correctly. Or maybe not correctly, but, you know, optimally. Okay, I'm thinking something like this for the rope. And then the way it's gonna work is the spool is here, you push down the spool lands, that should all look fine. Then how do we animate this part here? We could just cut this out of the camera. Like you push the spool down, the animation goes like this. And the spool floats off screen, and then we scroll down to reveal that this is happening. Oh, this isn't even the coolest part. Just wait until you see the final animation in-game. Because we need this rope to appear dynamically. So this is actually gonna be animated. We're gonna have the rope appear by a spool unfurling. That's gonna be the cool part. Let me just make sure there's no oddity with this. $194. Shorten it by 19. That's 147. Ignore collision, put it on area 1, please. Just make sure it works, and then we look at it in game. Do you keep parts of your level separate meshes down to the end and then connect the geometry and remove whatever geometries and stuff, or does it just stay separate meshes in the final? No, in the end I make sure that there's as few geodisplay list comments as possible, because that makes performance a little better. But that's a final step. The level did not export. How come? Is it because I was missing a texture? It is. The rope to the floor while Mario's climbing? No. Not sure where you got that idea from. Oh, big mistake I made. Should not have triangulated this. Hello, Bioback. Yeah, exactly. You want to maximize editability until the very last step. I only view stuff after Bioback's rework is done nowadays. Is there a reason to make the polygons of the rob rotate like that? The polygonal efficiency is what I call it. You get rounder visuals without adding any polygons. You get more polygon per polygon, you know? 2 polygons for the price of 1. Bioback, I think what we have to do is make the spool fall off camera, and then reveal that this is done. Because, like, holy fuck. You know what I mean? How the fuck else am I gonna do this? I don't want to vertex animate this all happening. You're doing it very complicated along. Did I misunderstand the idea? Oh, right. First 64 can't export this correctly. Well, it used to be able to, but I guess now it can't. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, 8, 3, 5, 5. What's the smallest we can go? Can we go to -6? We can't go to -6, okay, so we need to put this at 1 shift. Just as a test, let's multiply texture 1 here. Okay, you see how this texture is now a gradient? You need to triangle draw at some point or it looks deflated instead of round. Yeah, of course, but I want to do that after UV mapping. Like, now is a good point. Once it triangulates completely wrong. You know what, this is better than having to UV map it while it's still untriangulated. Ba. So a quick explanation to it. So your rope drops just short of the ground and it jiggles around when the spool comes off, and then it gets converted to a static object. Oh. I kinda like this though. You won't be able to flex the cool animation. I think about that again. Well, the cool thing about this is that... actually, no. This doesn't actually make sense, physically speaking. Okay, wait, so your idea was to spool this here, it falls off, and then... Okay, yeah. You know what, yeah, that's a bad idea. Fuck it, we're going with your idea. You were thinking like so, correct? Alright, yeah, we're going with your idea. That's a bad idea. You don't animate the unraveling, just jiggling around the unraveling is done with the alpha gradient? Yeah, of course. Let me just think about how to actually pull off the alpha gradient here. What's the best way to do it? Yeah, most hotkeys work just fine without the numpad. Or what's the issue? Actually, we should just set blend color. Blend color is easier than primitive color. And fast 64 simulate blend color. I don't think it can. No, definitely not. So, okay, when we set the blend color up, this needs to be shorter actually. Like so. Okay, when we set the blend color up, what's gonna happen is it's gonna start rendering up until the blend color alpha value. So if we have an alpha value of like 230, it's gonna render like this part. And then while the spool is moving, we're gonna decrease the value. So like right here, it might be at 180. And then it's gonna render up until here. And then as we go down, we're gonna decrease the value until we're here, which is 32. 32 is the lowest value. Just scroll the texture. That probably works too, but it's a bit more annoying to set up with fast 64. So I think I'd rather just do it this way. Your bug is a hardware quirk? What? Really? Wait, what the fuck? Let me fix this. Okay, so you guys remember the the yellow lighthouse? Can you move the UV/S low in code? Yes, but you need to write directly to the display list for that, which one, race condition, it can happen 1 frame early. 2, you need to find it, which is annoying as fuck. So if I just set the blend color via a geo comment, it's easier. And it's gonna have the same precision, so there's no difference really. We moved it up another 40 coordinates. That means we need to do the lighthouse differently though, which is very unfortunate. But this lighthouse just will not work the way it is because of the RGBA 32 texture. Dang. This is the Sea of Stars OST. Oh right, it was this cursed shit. Damn, dude, what? So the classic camera-based lighting anyway, I think it's gonna be the best lighting we can get on the CloudCam level. For sure, for sure. But that means no vertex colors. Vertex colors just aren't good enough. Oh, but you can use vertex alpha, right? You should use vertex alpha to like darken the parts inside the clouds to give it like fake shadows. Okay, nice. This works already. I have terrible news for you guys though. Today is going to be a short stream because I am invited to a barbecue. I know, it sucks. Barbecues are the worst. And we can finally put the baby in water. The baby loves playing in water. They have a pool party. Hey Lila, you seeing this? You seeing this right here? Random MTXF. You see what I did? You see it? You see it? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? We did it. Dang, you don't like barbecues? Holy. So educators outside who thought standing around a big fire smoke thing would be a summer activity. True, actually. Give this man a true. So this is how RGBA that the multi-textures work. That makes sense. Wait, what is the flex thing here? Wait a second, what does this do? Oh, the stupid amount. What's the RGBA problem? I have RGBA 32 textures in the model right now. When you use an RGBA 32 texture, the way that the machine loads it into texture memory is it loads the RNG component to the upper half of texture memory and the BNG component to the lower half of memory. That means for every byte you use, you are also using 1 extra byte at the bottom of texture memory, right? So if you fill half the texture memory, you actually fill like a quarter and another quarter, meaning only a quarter of texture memory remains instead of half. So effectively, that means whenever you use an RGBA texture, instead of 2048 bytes remaining, you only have 1024 bytes remaining in texture memory. Meaning this is for multi-textures, is an issue. Did I not do it right? Do it with the seed, you're allowed to sleep in the day. I've been trying or wanting to sleep in the day too. I forgot to export a level, that's the issue. Bro, you just naked on the bed, ass to the fan, just fucking fan out your ass. Like, you're gonna be so swampy otherwise. That's the play. Experts are saying there's heat waves. Honestly, this felt like kind of a cool summer to me. So far. I feel like all the other summers we've had before were warmer here in Canada. That being said, this is only my third summer? Fourth? Third? Third. So I am feeling fortunate this year. You're in Snowland? I know. Hello, Nightmare. Do you think global warming will make most of Canada inhabitable and bring prosperity to the land? You know, everyone dies, but Canada gets a bunch of extra space. Wouldn't that be sick? Still not working. Wow. Guess I'm setting the blend color like a fucking idiot. Gonna eat sloppery steaks in the water pool today. You guys know that sloppy steak sketch? I fucking love that show. I love how bad it is. Oh, you see that? Whoop. Whoop. Okay, we lose quite a bit of precision for no reason here. That will not look smooth, it will look smooth. You have to keep in mind most of the thing is going to be inside the hole. Or inside the geometry. So you won't even see that. Yes, I know. I'm saying maybe global warming happens and the snow melts upwards. And then, like, we get more space to live in, you know? Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. Canada has so much livable space, but they'd rather just have fucking trees everywhere. Trees and mountains. Because I need it for dropping the rope down. There's gonna be a spool that you just push. Why does it start pulling at such a low value? That's what doesn't check out to me. Doesn't make sense, right? Most of North Canada is just rock? Really? It's not like land you can live in? What actually is dirt? This is a stupid question. What's in dirt? The tasty stuff on the ground. Okay, but what did I put in there? How did I make it taste so good? It's a bit disappearing like that. It's almost like this is not what it's intended to be in the end. Wall Street and dirt. What? Did you hear Greenland is called Greenland? That more people are willing to move there? It's from the time of Vikings. What? Crunch from the rocks, texture from the sand, taste from the worms and other insects. Okay, but like, what is it made out of? There's no way it's just rocks, right? Is it just decayed plant material? All of it? Is it all poop? Is the whole dirt just poop? What's the chemical composition? So I think I want to program this, so I'm just gonna make a stand-in model for now. I think it's rock. There's no way that is just rock. Nothing on Twitter is real. It's all like bots. I don't believe a single opinion I see on Twitter is genuine. There's rocks and dirt, dead animals. Dirt is poop. You would pay a high 18 million to do a line of coke? Yeah, maybe the riddle works like that. Maybe that's how they understood it. Dude, the fucking view distance is so awful. 400 is too big, we want about half of that. The thing that makes me go insane is that grass developed some point in history, and for some time dinosaurs existed, there was no grass anywhere. Well, it was probably all mosses and grass-adjacent creatures, right? I don't believe for a second that there was no, like, basically the same as grass, but not genetically, technically speaking, grass all around. This is what I was trying to do. There we go. So there's gonna be a spool of rope, and I'm gonna just give it a placeholder texture. Sand, clay, and organic materials. Just some small parts of metal and rock. Fungus exited out matter stuck up for hundreds of feet, then it goes enabled by fungus created dirt. Ah. I'll do something like this for a start. This is a rotating thing, so I do need shade color on it. Which means I need 2 cycle, because I need to color this in with primitive color. Maybe we can do something cool here. What if... Let me think about this. How do we do this? We could subtract primitive color, multiply by shade here. And then multiply by shade alpha here. And then we instead invert this color here. Do something like that. Kind of a cursed combiner. And now we can actually vertex color this. Isn't that fucking sick? How cool is that? Not that cool? Fuck you, Leela. How dare you? You're so rude to me. Doing subtractive terms since you're a fetus? Not true. Yo, what the fuck is going on in this view mode? Oh, that's a texture paint view mode. No wonder it was weird. Your ice pick aside, you deserve it, dude, for saying that. Most deserved ice pack getting hot in the world. Who buys her by the spool? The Yoshis, I guess. On some reason, again, harsh zoning laws are probably the same as noise, keeping body rise ice retrieval. Of course. I was thinking that too. But like, if you're rich, you can be like, oh, we want to preserve nature. And like, oh, that's like a bang argument. Oops. Hit my microphone. I hope that wasn't too loud. See, I was saying that before, like, property prices are high not because a couple people buy a bunch of houses, but rather because zoning laws are so strict, making it impossible to build new houses cheaply. Right? Because if it was people buying that many houses, wouldn't people just build cheaper houses? Right? Like, why wouldn't you do that? No, it has to be that they made it so expensive to build new houses. You seen twine on a spool? I don't know what that is. Awful take? Wait, how? Really what they say? So many other owners transferring environment nature. Yep. Did you also just gonna... Yeah, because it's... There's more like permissions you need to get. More... You know, this is something companies have been doing forever. This is like a genuine thing they do where they make, if you want to get into an industry, they make the price for it really high. Like, you need to get so many certifications, you need to pass so many things, and like big stores obviously have no issue doing that. But that puts smaller competitors out of business. It's the same with houses, I think. I don't know, maybe that's stupid. No, that's not stupid. That's exactly what's going on, obviously. Obviously, this is different when you are genuinely living in an area where space is an issue. It's just in Canada, it most certainly is not. I joined at the wrong point, I hope not. I mean, housing prices are not an issue for me. I have a house now. I benefit from the prices going up. So I'm not mad. Land Developers Association has evidence that they are fighting tooth and nail with commercial owners just to build residential. I mean, as long as people don't realize, I guess it doesn't matter, right? I mean, to the politician. I did not pay it in full yet, Leila, but once you take the mortgage on, the price of the house doesn't increase anymore. It's locked in. Oops, that's the wrong level. I mean, if you want capitalism without government, that's like the whole point of the game, board game Monopoly. Like, you see what happens. I don't think that helps. My mom, while we moved out of the house into the city next time. The price increased after she had already bought the house? That's not how it works, Lena. Your mom lied to you or you misunderstood something. Raise the property value? Oh, so she had to pay higher property taxes? That's a completely different thing. So in most countries, you have to pay 1% of your house's value every year in property tax. So if she's like, if she has a house, but she has no income, then that might happen and like put you out of business. It will be climbable. No, it's just there to like piss the player off. We want them to think they can climb it and then you can't. And then we laugh at them. For now, I'm just gonna do it like this. Hello, Prime Minister Bikini Bottom. Private owners of private owners be more willing to sell your land? I don't understand. That with collision is what I called it. Alright, we should now have a very basic version of the thing working, which is the spool just unfurls and then the rope appears. Compiling. So presumably the greedy people are not willing to engage in commerce in order to keep some kind. Well, no, the point in Monopoly is kind of that because you own everything, you get to just decide the price. So you can put it as high as you want, which is the issue. Where is my spool? Huh? Where did the spool go? Oh. This would be an issue. Need a Y offset. 100 graph Y offset. Oh, Zena wrote me. Slightly behind schedule. Oh. Well, I guess I can stream slightly longer. It was meant to not be fun. I know. I think the problem is that, as usual, the more influence you have, the easier it is to gain more influence and power. So, like, it is every system you design is self-eroding in that sense, which is an issue. Or well, every system we have, whether you want government or not, whether you want capitalism or not. And so then selling a piece of land doesn't worth anything to them relative to what you're willing to pay for it. Well, because maybe other people want that too, and then that has value to that. That's the thing. Like, let's say I'm literally the only person in the world that is able to give this ROM hack to anyone. Let's say there was theoretically no other way anyone could get this ROM hack. I could just decide to give it to people at whatever price I want. I bet there'd be someone willing to pay like $1,000 for it, so I could just give it to them for $1,000, even though that's a completely unfair price for the game, most likely. Oh, this has such a low precision, that's kind of ugly. Yeah, maybe I can do it for more than 1,000. I didn't know blend color alpha would be so low precision. But it's fine, we can hide that in the spool. course I wouldn't. I'm just giving this guy an example of like how you can be evil. When you have a monopoly on something. Obviously, with the roaming is a bad example. What about drinking water? Let's say you own all the drinking water. You can charge however much you want. You can make drinking water like probably $1,000 a month, and people would just have to suck it up. Hello, XPM. Let's see. Lila is not people. Right, I forgot. Lila is an it. Things are not actually occurring except for rare supplies, it's just that occurring damage. Okay, that's probably why we disagree then. Because I feel like monopolies are a natural emergence of like an unregulated market. You can see it with like game companies buying other companies right now, right? Did you get I'm in? I was also joking. What now? The end shit true. She's an it girl. Isn't that the thing? It girls? Dude, what happened to Visco girls? You guys remember that trend? The what trend? The Visco girl trend. They did like, what was it? This was probably fucking Vine or Musical.ly. And went sk sk sk. And they had these water bottles. They did it for like 2 months and then they like graduated from first grade and stopped. Look at Texas, China, India. I don't know anything about those countries. Isn't China very regulated too? I know, Texas isn't even a country. Isn't Google kind of a monopoly? And they kind of got like slammed for that recently. I know because my stocks went down a lot. Oh yeah, monopolies happen. If you abuse regulation, it's a lot easier for a monopoly to happen. Yes, that is also true. I'm sure something like this to modern trends. Yeah, but it's annoying as fuck. Like, it has to be real, it's annoying as fuck. Okay, so instead of this, we're gonna make it so that Mario pushes it. Adding random memes to this. Okay, now why is the collision so offset? Does this not respect graph offset Y? I'm guessing it does not. It does not. We need that feature, unfortunately. This shouldn't be any expense, really. And we need to not calculate the collision distance and just set it manually. Okay, this is my Delta rune. I have not, that's true. I'm waiting until the game is done. It's O Grav offset Y, not O Call offset Y. Wait, that's actually a good point. Now that I think about it, I might have used it somewhere before. Fuck. I don't think I can do this. Fuck. I need a different solution. What's past half the way half on Maglila? What you talking about? Yes, I use it everywhere, TRC. Chapter 5 is next. But okay, so what? Am I supposed to like play the game over 5 years? They want me to play 2 minutes a day? The fuck? Okay, I still don't want to play 2 minutes a day. Fuck you. And we're gonna have to just we're gonna have to commit a little bit of a crime here. The game better be designed to be played at once. I don't want to play it in chunks. I'll be honest though, I did play chapter 1 and I thought it didn't make sense. And then people told me just wait for the next chapters. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck this then. I guess I'm waiting for the next chapters before I even touch it. Finished chapter 1, I think so. Like, I remember there was like Horse Girl, and Horse Girl was like, I'm gonna eat your face, and I'm dark and evil. I'm like, oh shit, this is okay, maybe there's like something going on here. But then she was like, actually no, I'm just an edgy teenager. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of fucking lame. I thought there was something more than that. Am I misremembering it? Am I doing it wrong? Is this sort of the plan for the spool? Kind of. But yes, you understand the the idea. So the way I want it to work is you push the spool down and then it all unfurls. Now we need to figure out a good way to make the spool pushable. I think I want to make it so that standing on the spool also pushes it. So let's allow the player to do that. See, being a bad person is meant to be superficial. See, I thought it wasn't superficial during chapter 1 at the beginning. Like, I thought there actually was something to it. Sorry, let me here is each chapter. Some reveals might be better if you don't have to use predict them. I don't remember anything about Chris's mom or anything like that. In fact, I am not even 100% sure who Chris is. I think that's the main character, but I wouldn't say that with confidence. So we get the angle to Mario. We need to project how far Mario is away on the X and Y axis, so let's do that. Since he is a bad person to begin with, but she learns a lot during the course of the whole game. Yeah, I get that that's the intention. I just thought it was lame the first time I played it. But I also remember it so poorly that I cannot say anything with confidence. That's so funny, he made the whole thing in Game Maker. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna play like as a pacifist the first time I play Deltarune. I don't... Were there fights in it? I don't remember. I will just do whatever the hell I feel like. And I think that's the optimal way to play the game. You guys are too into the theory bullshit stuff, like just play the game raw. Turn your brain off, just play the game. So we go -1, so we go to -1, and then forward while goes to that. So that is not good, because we need that here. But that like instantly flips it around. So maybe this is better. Spelled forward well? I did. Did I misspell forward well like consistently all the time? What the hell? Nope, just there. The game of that exercise is just a play. I mean, watching TV is a game without tactical choices. It is a video, because you watch a video, and it is arguably a game, because you press buttons on your remote. Alright, let's listen to it, Lila. Okay. So that seems to work. OBJ move left ground doesn't seem to ever go off. So let's simply You're taking too long. What do you mean? These numbers are guessed. So standing on this side shouldn't do anything. That's good. Okay, few issues. Why would it do this? That's weird. It shouldn't be doing that. Unless accumulated distance was some weird fucking value. He doesn't know? What do you mean, Leela? Happy birthday? What? What's going on? What do I not know? I'm too long? That's what she said? Okay, Lila, I generally have no idea what your issue is right now. Oh, you are making Delta Rune jokes? I see. I thought you were just like heckling me for some reason. What the hell? Where's my taskbar? Stop! Okay, so multiplying the velocity by 0.2 doesn't work, and it's also a terrible idea. See how this works out. It just stops updating. Well, okay. Oh wait a second. This is supposed to be here. Ah, haha. Okay, guys, I think we have something cool now. So we're obviously still gonna wrap rope around the pole and around the spool. Okay, it's getting there. It is getting there. Okay, almost, almost. How cool is that? And then, oops, the pole shouldn't be there before we even do this. Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. So close. Might have to reduce the bounciness of the spool a little bit to make this work. Okay. Let's do... Let's do that. I think this is now perfect. This needs to happen in the cutscene in the end, I think. Okay, we might need to align the spool a little better with the rope, but it definitely looks like it's unfurling. That is cool as hell. Yeah, definitely we're gonna add a rope onto the spool. I just haven't done it yet. We're also gonna add a rope around here. How's the free going? I actually haven't checked in a while. Let's see, how many submissions do we have? 19 responses, 19 submissions. Very nice. Whoa, and I'm seeing some insanely promising names in here. Holy. Okay, that's good. Anyway, I think I'm done for today. I have to go out with Zena to the barbecue. I was supposed to be picked up at 3:30. So I will be seeing you guys in the next stream. Hopefully we can finish the coil that time. Till then, bye bye.